Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and a little bit later today because we have the patch notes that just went live that have a ton of stuff. We have two different PDF drafts that I have to go through because it's like the largest patch notes ever. It's mostly Battlegrounds focused, but we have two new cards coming to Constructed, a Paladin Legendary and that epic spell we talked about in a prior video. We have an update to Rewind, we have new Tavern Brawls, and of course, we got a lot more Gambas for skins and stuff and all that. We have a lot to talk about, so we're gonna do that. If you enjoy the content on the channel, feel like I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like as it helps the channel out a lot. So, starting off, yeah, these patch notes are for the patch going live tomorrow. Be warned, there's like an event going on right now on Twitch Hearthstone and YouTube Hearthstone where there's a drop for not only like a Battlegrounds token, but a year, I believe this year, Year of the Raptor, a pack. So check that out if you want to get that pack. But let's start off with the Rewind performance optimization. So Rewind has been pretty contentious. It's improved, still not perfect. And they say Rewind is now faster and smoother than ever. When you play a card with the Rewind keyword, you can turn back the clock and replay a card. This feature was initially a bit slow at launch, but we've significantly sped it up. Now you can dedicate your time where it matters most, beating your opponent, or for me, complaining that my opponent is playing cards. And yeah, that'll go live again with this patch. It's not going to be right away in the game, which this patch again should be tomorrow around 10 a.m. Pacific. So that's good that they're doing that. And if it's fast enough, can they rebuff Mr. Clocksworth? Can he get his third Rewind back? Because he sucked even with that. So if it's fast enough, I think that wouldn't be an issue, but we'll see if that comes at some point. We also have an arena update where all fabled cards except Rafam, no Rafam, from across the timeways are now in the arena card pool as legendary buckets. Drafting a fabled card will add it to your deck with its associated cards. You are able to redraft the associated cards should you choose to do so. So you can actually take them out of your deck, unlike Constructed, where you have to have all of them or nothing. You'll be able to do that. I don't think Arena's resetting. I don't think you'll get a refund on stuff. I just believe you're going to be able to draft these going forward. So be warned on that. And I believe there's like, you can see up here 30 pages. I believe the entire rest of this version of the patch notes are for Battlegrounds. So if you're into Battlegrounds, it literally is. Check out the notes linked down below. You can see the details or check out your favorite Battlegrounds creator. Now for part two, the important stuff for us, Constructed related things. We have a new event going on. We'll be starting on December 3rd, which is in a couple of days, where they'll be giving tavern tickets and a brand new epic card and some other packs. It looks like there's a catch-up pack in there as well, some Battlegrounds tokens, a little bit for everybody, right? But yes, we have a brand new card, which was teased, and it is Welcome Home, a 3-mana neutral spell, so any class can play it. Reopen a location, give it Death Rattle, summon a random 3-cost minion. So this is a pretty decent spell for those really bad locations we got this expansion, right? We'll just use an example. The priest location, the 7-mana one, I don't think it makes it playable, but the idea, you know, that one gets upgraded over time. You can throw Welcome Home on it, reopen it faster, get that upgraded thing on it quicker, and also get a 3-drop at some point. So if there's a deck out there that really wants to reopen a location a little bit faster, this is a great way of doing that. Obviously, it's, well, one of the only, I think it's like the only card that can actually let you do this in all of Hearthstone. There are locations that reopen when you do something from like Perils of Paradise, but this is, I believe, the first card that literally lets you reopen one. Consume would allow you to destroy a durability. So it's interesting. It's 3 mana, extremely narrow. This card literally only functions if you have a location on the board with some type of durability on it, right? So it'll be interesting to see if this sees play. I don't know what you would really slot this into right now, but it's got a possible shot, right? It's something we haven't seen. It gives you proactive location use. It can give you a minion, a 3-cost minion as well, which could be as good as a Mukla or as bad and wild as like a Desert Hare or something, right? So I don't know how to rate this one. I'm gonna go as a 2 out of 5, that it's a little bit too slow in Fringe, but I could see this seeing play down the road, and maybe it's good with just Elise, right? Elise is such a good card right now. Maybe I just want to reopen my Elise location a little bit quicker, right? That could be really good too. You know what? I'll give it a 3 for the fact that it's 3 mana. It gives you a 3-cost minion, and every class can play it, right? There's got to be some class that wants to use it, or it's good enough with Elise that you might want to consider it, because like over half the decks in Hearthstone play Elise right now. So yeah, we'll give it a 3 out of 5 in Standard, and probably a 1 out of 5 in Wild, where it's probably too slow, but you never know. And then we're gonna get another event on December 2nd through the 31st. So a pretty long event through the holiday season that'll give us like 3-4 packs, 2 epics, I believe, from the latest expansion that will be duplicate protected, which is always nice. There's a Warlock skin by the look of it, Time Thief for Thumb. But more importantly, and it's not in the patch notes, but I did ask, I got permission to show the new card we're going to be getting, and it is Runi, the Temporal Guardian. This will be a 5-mana, 5/5 Paladin Legendary. Again, this is free in the event. You don't have to pay for it, nothing like that. I believe it's part of the event. I don't think it's an expansion one, but who knows? Anyways, not super important. It is a 5-mana 5/5 Draenei, so just before Velid rotates, it has a battle cry. You send all minions in your hand 2 turns into the future. They return with +5/+5. So again, my understanding of this card, you're holding whatever minions, they will disappear from your hand. They'll poof. Very similar to what the Dormu card, or I can't even remember what it's called. I'll show it, the one that would like poof the board for 2 turns, then they would return. This situation, you're gonna lose the ability to use those cards. However, in 2 turns, they will return with a massive buff. +5/+5 is pretty darn huge. And think about something like Ziliax with like Twin Module. You'll have what, an 11-10 copy double on that, right? This works really well with cards that can, you know, double up the effect or have rush or lifesteal. There's not really much charge options out there, but you get the idea. However, it is a 5-mana 5/5. That's not great. This is a 5-mana 5/5. Do nothing when you play it. That's not great. It also eliminates every minion from your hand out of the equation, leaving you with just spells, locations, hero cards, weapons, right? You have no minions to play for the next 2 turns outside of stuff that you will draw in the future. And then you'll get them back, and then you can do good stuff on like turn 7. So is that going to work in today's Hearthstone? I don't think so. I think it's pretty optimistic. It is a hell of a hand buff card. Don't get me wrong, that is an insane hand buff card. It's like the Don Honcho, except your whole hand, but delayed by 2 turns, and you lose the minion. So it'll be interesting to see if this sees any play. I'm pretty skeptical on it for how ridiculously slow it is, and you really need to utilize those hand buffs in an insane way to probably catch up from what's likely going to be a massive tempo loss. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5 in Standard, a 1 out of 5 in Wild. I think it's too slow. I think it's too optimistic, but we will see if I'm wrong. And again, it's a free legendary. So if it's crap, at least we didn't have to spend anything to get it. And yeah, when you complete the event, even get the golden one for free as well. So 2 new free cards. I think maybe the location one could see some play, and the Paladin Legendary. Let me know if I'm wrong, if you think I'm wrong on that one, but it does seem awfully slow. And we also have Happy New Year 2026. We will have another event from December 31st to January 13th. We'll get 3 packs, 1 epic, as well as 2 portraits, which will, I believe, they'll have an random unknown light hero skin from the Year of the Pegasus and 1 random unknown full hero skin from the Year of the Pegasus. So similar to that bargain, or whatever that bargain's bin thing we just had, which people really liked, and that's really cool. And on top of that, for the first time literally ever since they introduced events, this has never happened before, each daily quest has a 50% chance to award 10 gold upon completion, while every weekly quest guarantees 25 gold for a total of 50 gold across the 2 weeks. We have actually never received gold ever from an event, period. It's always been packs, cosmetics, cards, never gold. So this is a first where we'll be getting some type of gold as a return on these events. So that's pretty cool. And I like that thing happening. And on top of that, we have some pretty cool upgrades coming to the game. Quality of life improvements. There's a new signature tooltip toggle. That's right. You're going to be able to customize. I don't have the GIF here, but you're going to be able to customize your signatures to have these different options where it never shows text like they are right now, right? When you see the signature, it's just the art. You'll have it where it favors the art. So it'll try and show the art at all times, favor the text, which will be default where you can see the text on the card like they used to be, or always show the text on the card so you can always read what's on that signature card. Because like a card like Robocaller, right? The signature with no text, you have to hover over it every time to know what you're going to draw. So now we get the option to have it as it was or change it to be a little bit more readable, which I think most people can approve. I like this customizability. Can I turn off my opponent's pet? Can I have auto squelch, please? Like, these are kind of nice options. The technology is there, right? And apparently it'll be in the settings and options. So we'll test that out when the patch goes live, but nice quality of life update. I think that's a really good thing. And I don't really see a negative about it other than, can we have other stuff, please, that we've been asking for forever, right? We also have new Tavern Brawl of dual class Brawliseum. I believe this is the first time they're doing this. From December 3rd to December 10th, you can jump into the new dual class Brawliseum. You'll get to build a deck with cards from any two classes from any standard expansion. Pay an entry fee, so this is not going to be a free brawl, unfortunately, and compete on games until reaching either 6 wins or 3 losses, with prizing based on how well you do. The exact same as the pre-release brawl. They're also going to ban certain cards like Alturas, Hamul Rune Totem, Grove Shaper, and Concierge for pretty obvious reasons when you have dual class going on. They say ranked standard card sets only. I don't know if that means the core set. I assume that means the core set. So that's going live. I don't know if we'll get a free brawl. Hopefully we do. If not, we better get like the usual free pack that we get. But yeah, it's the same deal. 0 wins, you get 2 packs. 6 wins, you get 4 packs and 2 cards. So for me, probably a one and done. I wish this was, you know, a twist format. Like, isn't this exactly what you could do in twist? I don't know, but again, no mentions of twist. We're going to go a full year because these are going to be the last patch notes of 2025, unless there's like I guess there'll be a balance patch one likely before Worlds. But other than that, nothing on twist. And this would be the patch notes we'd hear about twist. So can you just say you're killing it? It's been a year. Anyways, there's another brawl, the Naughty List, which I certainly am going to be on. From December 17th to 24, you can try the new Tavern Brawl where your opponents are on the Naughty List, and it's your job to give them a deck that's worse than a lump of coal. Both players craft the worst decks they can from a curated pool of standard and wild cards. At the start of game, both players swap decks, start with 10 mana, and draw 2 cards each turn. Good luck. That sounds super fun. I can't wait to try this. This is super cool. I can't wait for that. I don't think Rard's gonna love something like that. That's just really rad. And I mean, why? I love that we're getting this. Again, don't get me wrong. I love we're getting this. I just don't get why we can't do some of this in twist. Again, I just don't understand. And what I'd love for them just to communicate literally anything, but clearly that's not going to happen. And at the very end of these very lengthy patch notes, of course, they could put the Gamba, where there'll be like this super expensive Gamba on a Tura Lion skin, a new mythic skin for Priest and Paladin. So that's probably going to be $160 total for all of this. There's like a Diamond Eternus and a bunch of other stuff. So again, you know the deal, super expensive. If you realistically want to get this portrait, you're gonna have to shell out $160 almost always. Maybe all this stuff is worth it to you for that. But for me, yeah, I just don't like it. I wish I could just buy the Dan skin for the ridiculous amount of money that they value it at. There's also going to be one for Rafam's signature, right? Everyone's excited about the Rafam signature. It's tied behind a Gamba. All 10 versions of the signature for a card that's not particularly competitive. I'm curious to see what they'll price this one at. We have not seen a signature card as the focal point. Yes, it's 10 different art assets, plus their sheet might have its own asset. I don't know. regardless, that one's going to be going live December 22nd. This one, by the way, December 2nd to 22nd. Basically, there's going to be a Gamba going nonstop now because they've just been going well. And yeah, the Yogg mythic skin that came out in China in the summer will be coming here with all like the leech cards and Heron and all of that on January 6th to 27th. Probably again, $160, $70, whatever it is, right? If it's worth it to you, I guess. Like, it's clearly worth it to some people because people have been buying it. I see these things, but yeah, I just wish I could buy what I want. And then there's also going to be a promotion to obtain ranked hero skins you may have missed, where they say, looking to complete your ranked hero skin collection, the shop's Just For You tab will now feature select skins each week. For the next 4 weeks, you'll find 2 unowned ranked hero skins, a light hero skin and a full hero skin, chosen from a curated pool of 11 skins for one of each class. So holiday season, give Blizzard your money. But again, it's all cosmetic, and if you missed out on some of these and you really want them, you might get an opportunity to get them. There's a pool of these cards here, or portraits if you want to take a look. Again, patch notes will be linked down below, very long, and I believe that is everything. So outside of the usual predatory Gambit stuff that I'm not a big fan of, really cool stuff. We're getting new cards to try out. Hopefully they're better than I think they'll be. We're getting a ton of new events. We're getting new brawls, really cool stuff. And I guess, yeah, Darkmoon Faire Gamba is working, not going anywhere. And, you know, people want to spend their money. They're going to spend their money. I can't stop them. Believe me, I tried. But apparently me complaining didn't do a damn thing, at least about this. So I don't know what else to say, so we'll go from there. Anyways, let me know what you think about all this craziness in the comments down below. We will have a day 1 patch review on Wednesday, and maybe we'll have like the best decks to climb with for December after that. Maybe we can put in one of the new cards. Actually, the Paladin one won't be coming till later. Maybe we can figure something out with a location spell for that. But anyways, let me know again what you think of all this. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.